Ebron caught left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got.
And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. Touchdown. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing on second down. Vick going for the deep ball. It got his man complete.
Vick's pass.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move?
Vick loses the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, good return up past the 30.
They'll take over first down and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A second down throw for Vick. His throw incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Vick. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Complete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards that time. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Michael Vick, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They'll try and run it here. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points.
Visitors 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Bush on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score our home team 38. Visitors.
So 16. Not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar.
19.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that can't.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 45. Visitors 19.
here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Vic operating on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
And a first down.
Operating from the gun. Vic, left side here to Sanders. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawyer Malloy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Bush on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
4 makes it 3rd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They find some open field here. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A first down throw coming for Vick. Being chased out left. And now he's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Vick with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. From the gun, Vick. He'll try and run it, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
48, visitors 33.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bush on the return. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Room to run at the 50. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Off play action. Allen on the crossing route, complete. It's Woods. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake. Allen. And able to find John Brown. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carried by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Bush on third down. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Good. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They run. It's goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Play leads to 2nd and goal at the 5.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
I need to get my swag right.
All the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss. 94 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Boswell good with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Ball carried by
now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 6.
Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
He's back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Six pass. Complete.
It'll be a gain of 11. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders